Alright, jumping back into Kyle Busch's Camry here, Tier 2. I am liking the Camry so far. I mean, honestly, they're pretty similar driving as I've been saying before, but you know, the fact that this one has the higher top speed, so I don't know, I'm kind of going back and forth, but so right now I got cash upgrades, the first tier upgrades all completed on this car, so I can now make my way past the tier 2. So let's do just that. So for now, I'm not going to put any gold on any of these cars yet. I'm going to kind of, you know, test drive them for a little bit longer, so I can really decide whether I want to win any of them, first of all. And second, if I win any of them, which one am I going to go after first if I decide to get more than one, right? So I'm going to kind of, you know, feel the roster here a bit more. So, but for now, Camry, we got 209 miles per hour for top speed, 3.38 seconds for the 0 to 60, 95.7 feet for the stopping, and 1.12 G. So, all right, Brands Hatch, 2 laps, pretty short one. Let's see, how large is the grid? Should be pretty small. Yep. And no F-18s fly over here. That is pretty cool at Daytona. Every time, no, not Daytona, that's Richmond, excuse me, Virginia, my apologies. But yes, the flyover, how cool is that? Doesn't get much more American than that, I think. So anyway, here, oh, there we go. Got some right turns happening here. So we are taking these cars outside of NASCAR tracks. So maybe there's certain cool things about this being presented in limited time series, since I don't know how they would, I'm sure they can always figure out a creative way of tying in NASCAR being race taking place in UK here at Brands Hatch. Obviously they have taken it outside of the American continent, but you know, that's not what you typically think of when you think of NASCAR races. You always think of the tight packed racing, and a bit of bumping and grinding at extremely high speed. So yes, and the thunderous noise, right? So that's pretty cool. Certainly NASCARs have a different type of sound than, you know, F1 cars or anything like that, so different. But in the game, I don't know, it's a little bit harder to, you know, justify. I don't know, maybe it's the fact that the lack of variety with these cars is what bothers me. But then again, I don't know. I mean, yeah. You can always find things to complain about, right? Some more important than others. Let's say post-race ads. I think I have a good reason to complain about that one. Not that it's gonna change anything, but I feel like that is something that the Real Racing 3 community can kind of be less than happy about. You know? I don't know. Just a thought. But anyway, moving on. to Hunter at Melbourne. Alright, what's the target distance to beat Sylvia by? It is going to be 90 yards behind Sylvia. Alright. Go. All right. Of course, now these type of races we don't get to take advantage of that one feature, drafting, right? Since there's nobody else really on the track. I mean, aside from Sylvia, which will be like passing right by, so yeah. Anyway, now the first year of the NASCAR, so 2015 season, the three cars, actually interiors look different, but since 2016 on, all the interiors look identical too, which is I don't know, do they look identical in real NASCARs? I have difficulty believing that would be the case, and apparently I'm finding winning to be a difficult case here as well. Fair enough, we'll give it another go. Not that, well, I'll need the gold trophy at some point anyway. So, lost to a Mustang. Alright, take two. Here we go. Alright. So yeah, unless you are a real, like, NASCAR fan, do you really need to win these cars? I mean, obviously it does not affect your career progress, and generally speaking, you're not going to increase your gold bank by owning these cars, unless this is the only car that you race and you love racing these, then obviously it's different. But the driving mechanics wise, all NASCARs essentially are, I feel like they're pretty much the same. So drafting, as I said, is the coolest feature about them, but you don't need, you know, like dozen cars to really enjoy that feature, unless of course you want to race NASCAR continuously. Then either you can, I guess, get one car and VIP it, or yeah, win all they offer and just cycle through them, right? Put them in service, go on to the next NASCAR, race a few, put them in for service, and repeat and recycle, right? So yeah, anyway, there we go. That looks better. Does put the car a bit deeper in critical condition. I do, once again, miss the component repair feature that we used to have back in the day, like a long time ago, like first year of the launch. Anyway, alright, so now we get to go on to two-lapper at the Brickyard. PR 48.2 required, and grid up 8. So this is similar to, I guess, the other, because we've only had two-lapper at Richmond and Daytona. So this is the first time we actually get to have a NASCAR race at the third Indy track here. Or actually this would be the first one in Real Racing 3, but you know what I mean, for the 2019 Camry. So here we go. In red, we'll have to rely a bit more on our friends here. Friends or foe, right? While I impersonate Kyle Busch. Alright, nice drafting. Cool. So yeah, I think you hear the kind of that whirling wind noise. Is it gone? I feel like I still hear it. In different race viewing mode, your car's position changes a little bit. Does it like pull forward a little bit? Something like that. Let's see if that happens in the cockpit view. You know, the question is, what would you change from cockpit view? You're inside the car. Right. Let's try it again. Yeah, in the cockpit view, nothing really happens. I think that, if I remember correctly, the sound does change a little bit, but just the way I'm playing it right now, I cannot really hear that much of a difference, you know. So it is what it is, but I know I'm getting the boost on speed and acceleration, which is always fun. There we go. All right. A few racing dollars help along the way, I guess. All right. Yeah. Keep on chugging along. So we finished the tier 2 and the car is solidly in red. So we'll see how far we can take it in this condition with just without any gold upgrades so far. So, all right, we'll see you in the next video.